Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. StreamYard is glitching and I cannot see any comments. So let me get my phone. I'm not going to be able to pull any up on the screen. It was doing this last night for that last call as well, which is annoying. How are you guys today? Can't even say hello because I can't see you yet. Let's see. We got a lot to get into. I've been missing this series. If you've never watched True Crime News over here, we go through some of the latest headlines. We're going to do it a little differently today because we usually go in blind and just look at the latest headlines. We'll go onto Crime Online and straight read through. Today, I've grabbed stories from Crime Online, also from True Crime Daily and Oxygen. I went ahead and grabbed the stories we're going to talk about first. Okay, now I can see the chat. Hey, Just Breathe Joyce. Hey, Pointer Lover. Hey, Adrian. Pollyanna. Hey, TF. Corey Reeves. Hey, Just Jen. Vicky Horn. Dolphin Lover. Hey, Brandy. Rexy. Good to see you. Hey, Lips. Good to see you. Hey, Ava. Stephanie. Just Jen. Shani. Alyssa. Carbon Foot Princess. Dumplings Gammy. Hey, Katrina. Music City Mom. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Little Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood. Also, thank you so much, Stephanie, for the gifted membership. And welcome, Mark. By the way, we have a giveaway running on the members tab now. If you're a member, definitely go over there and leave a comment. I was going to choose last night. I have not chosen yet. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Hey, Stacy Lee. Hey, Gamer Mom, Mr. Tomato Head. Okay, so we've got, this really sucks, you guys. I'm sorry. I can't pull your comments up on the screen. StreamYard, get it together. Because as far as StreamYard goes, like if I was just, it looks like I have no one in here. And there's no comments at all. So anyways, I've pulled together several stories for us to talk about. We're going to talk about this story out of Alabama, this story out of not far from me. It's about an hour away from me. This story, there's a theme today, and there's also another case I didn't grab that I've seen recently of a woman who is pregnant with one of her students' babies. She claims that she's pregnant. There is a theme of that's going to come out in today's show. Social workers, coaches, all that kind of stuff. And church academy teachers, social workers, older baseball players. I mean, you guys are not going to believe the shit that we go through today. So we're going to start with this one from Crime Online out of Alabama. And trigger warning, you guys, these are going to be probably some of the most, graphic and brutal cases. Unfortunately, that is just the reality of what is going on in our world right now. So Rexy, member for 2 months. One of the nicest chats online. Thank you. And thank you for being here. I have my chat back. I can see it now. Hey, Just Jen. Oh, happy birthday, Jenna. Hey, Mal. Hey, Mandy, Lavina, everybody coming in. I'm so happy I can put your comments on the screen. Also, there's a new video under the members tab too from Wolfie. You guys definitely want to check that out as well. But, okay, so obvious torture. Alabama mother and boyfriend arrested for using blowtorch on 3 children as punishment. This series, for people who don't know or are new, it is all about highlighting the cases that you probably haven't seen, because I haven't seen them anywhere, and they kind of get lost in the sauce. Unfortunately, with true crime, there are certain cases that blow up and every detail is everywhere. Look at Idaho 4. Every single detail is a new video from the news, headlines, regardless if it's a very small detail that means nothing or if it's a very large detail. And then you have cases that get no attention. They might make it to the local news once, if that. So this is just me trying to sort through some of that. and my frustration with that. I'm extremely frustrated with that, because for some reason in this country, if you go missing and you are a white, blonde-head, blue-eyed little girl, you are going to be on the cover of every single news publication. You're going to be on even entertainment news, E-News, Oxygen, Lifetime, everywhere. But in this country, if you go missing and you are not a blonde-haired little girl, you just don't, and it's a shame. But anyways, okay, let me continue. Let me get into some of this. So an Alabama couple was arrested Thursday night after allegedly using a blowtorch to severely burn young children. WDHN reports that Ashley Abelman, 27, and Howard Anderson, 53, have been charged with 1 count each of torture or willful abuse of a child in connection with alleged abuse involving Abelman's 3 children. So involving Ashley's kids. According to Dale County jail records, deputies with the Dale County Sheriff's Office executed a warrant October 8th at the suspect's home after a neighbor contacted them concerning a suspicious person case, which turned into a child abuse investigation. Investigators determined that the children had been punished with a blowtorch and showed other signs of ongoing abuse. All 3 children were under the age of 12, and investigators said they had been burned several times with the blowtorch. The children did disclose some allegations. The lieutenant said there were obvious marks of abuse on the children. This is a case of obvious torture to these children. Both suspects are currently being held behind bars without bail. This is just going to play what we just said, but let's just hear it just for the sake of it. I'll mute it for the ad. Come on. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. We've all been kind of knee deep in Letitia land, and this is a little break from that. Wait, wrong thing. This video. Hey, MK. Lexi Texie.
A Dale County couple is behind bars and are accused of burning and abusing 3 young children. It's a case that law enforcement say they are seeing more of. WDHN's Aaron Dixon has the story on New at 6.
Law enforcement in Dale County were called by a neighbor in the Rocky Head community in Dale County of a suspicious person case, but after further investigation, it turned into a case of alleged child abuse.
One thing led to the other, and we found out that the children did disclose some allegations. There was obvious marks of abuse on the children.
Dale County officials arrested Ashley Abelman and Howard Anderson and charged them each with 1 count of torture/willful abuse of a child. During the investigation, they say that the 3 children who were under the age of 12 had been burned with a blowtorch several times by the 2 suspects and also showed signs of other types of abuse.
This is a case of, like I said, obvious torture to these children. And so we knew that immediately we had to intervene.
The children are currently with members of the Department of Human Resources. Lieutenant Jackson says her department has seen an uptick in child abuse cases ever since students returned to the classroom.
During the summer, the children were home with the abusers, so they really didn't have anybody to report the abuse to. Now that school started back, school is unfortunately some of the children's safety zones. And so they feel comfortable confiding in counselors and teachers at the school.
How sad.
Both Abelman and Anderson are behind bars in the Dale County jail.
This woman has a black eye herself. God only knows what kind of life she's living. But you got to protect your kids at the end of the day. And she apparently seems to be part of this. So I'm not going to give her my sympathy. How sad is that? Some kids' safe place is school. I mean, it's so sad because, like, you know, our kids, a lot of our kids' safe places is here with us. My kids like school, but it's just sad. Okay, so now we're going to go on to this one quickly. This is pretty close to me. So apparent homicide victim found in bloodstained trash can, investigation underway. This is actually the town where I took Bentley to his dentist appointment. I won't give you guys exactly my location, but I will say it's like an hour away, and it's, yeah. So, North Carolina police are investigating a man's body. It was reportedly discovered in a trash can on Sunday. Greenville police responded to a suspicious activity call after someone spotted. Wait, I thought it was going to open a new window. We'll do that in a second. After someone spotted blood on a trash container. Officers who arrived at the residence ultimately discovered Antonio Bond's body in a trash container, according to WCTI. A neighbor told WITN that Bond's body was in one of two trash cans located in the home's side yard. Police said the 35-year-old's death does not appear natural. Well, yeah, he's in a trash can. And an autopsy will be performed this week to confirm the cause of death. Police said they have strong leads in this case. Anyone with information should call Greenville Police at 252-329-4315. So let's look at the neighbors interview really quick. This is a college town. East Carolina University is in Greenville. And yeah, it's a pretty happening place. So police have confirmed. Let me just play the video. Let's watch the local news. I saw that, Mr. Tomato Head. A lot of kids only eat free lunch. That's so sad, and that's so true. Sorry, you guys.
Police have confirmed that a man's body was found in a trash can sitting beside a home in one Eastern Carolina city. Greenville police say they are waiting on an autopsy for 35-year-old Antonio Bond and are investigating his death as a homicide. Bond's body was found around 9 yesterday morning after officers responded to a call of suspicious activity in the 900 block of Tyson Street. Police say they have developed strong leads in the case. Anyone with information is encouraged to call the Greenville Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Those numbers are on WITN.com. Crime Stoppers offers a reward for information that leads to an arrest. You can remain anonymous.
Scary to think in this little college town, like little, I say little, but I mean, you know, it's got lots of shopping, lots of malls. It's a pretty big town. It's got every store you can think of, every restaurant you can think of, and lots of little unique stores as well. But it's crazy to think in this college town that a body of a 35-year-old man is just in a dumpster on the side of, in a trash can, on the side of the road. And yeah, I'm not surprised it's not natural. So now I'm going to give you guys a trigger warning. Lips, by the way, I love that. Lips says all the kids in her district get free lunch. That is awesome. There's a share table for contents other kids don't eat. Wow, that is incredible. Hey, Shay. Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys a trigger warning. There is going to be a theme today in this show. I said at the beginning of, you know, our children being taken advantage of by people that you would never expect. And just for people who missed it, we're going to talk about an elementary school coach, a social worker, 6 teen baseball players, older kids, and a church academy teacher that have all been in trouble. These are recent. This is all stuff from the last week or so that I found for messing with kids that they're supposed to be looking out for. And it's absolutely disgusting. So we're going to start here. This is an elementary school coach aide. So a coach aide charged with molesting 6 boys. A 29-year-old after-school coach and aide for disabled, oh my God almighty, it gets worse, disabled elementary school students was arrested this week and charged with lewd acts on a minor under 14. The Glendale Police Department began investigating Pedro Antonio Tellez on Monday when the parents of 2 victims reported that their children had been touched inappropriately at John Muir Elementary School, the department said. Both victims identified Tellez as the perpetrator. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Okay. Detectives immediately notified Tellez's employers, the Glendale Unified School District and the city of Glendale, both of which put him on administrative leave. He was arrested on Tuesday and held on a $200,000 bond. The LA County DA, George Gascon charged him with 8 counts of lewd acts on a child under 14, relating to 6 victims, all boys. He was arraigned that same day and pled not guilty. Those we entrust with our children should be beacons of support and guidance, providing a safe and nurturing environment where our children can learn and grow. It's heartbreaking and deeply disturbing when someone entrusted with such a role, and especially someone acting as a guardian to such a vulnerable group of children, chooses to violate the sacred truth that exists between educators, students, and their families. We will not tolerate such despicable acts within our community. The incidents in the charges took place between 2018 and 2023, while Tellez worked at several Glendale elementary schools, and his preliminary hearing is set for October 19th. Investigators say there are potentially more victims, so if anyone has any information, please reach out to the Glendale Police Department at 818-548-4840 and ask for an assaults detective. Elementary school coach and aide for disabled children. Absolutely damn disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And now we're on to a social worker who is equally disgusting. Stephanie, if you look on the banner at the bottom of the screen, I've got my email up as well as the Facebook account that you can message to find me. Okay, so here we go. And I already have enough I have a lot of thoughts with my problems in the system as far as our social workers go, and CPS, DCFS, all of that kind of stuff. I think there are a lot of issues, and these are issues that are really hard fixes, right? Because there are really good social workers, but there are also not so good ones. And the turnover rate is quite high, and I just think some of the issues are so deep-seated and they go so far back. There needs to be a complete overhaul, but I'll save that for another day and tell you guys about this Ohio social worker who allegedly admitted to repeated sexual encounters with a 13-year-old child. A ton of issues, yes. So an Ohio social worker has allegedly admitted to having sex multiple times with a 13-year-old client who was receiving counseling services. On Friday, a SWAT team in Columbus arrested 24-year-old Peyton Shires, Shires, in connection with the allegations. She is charged with 1 count of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. The arrest came after the boy's mother discovered text messages between her sons and Peyton, a licensed social worker, and contacted authorities in late September. Peyton allegedly asked the boy whether he had deleted the videos and inquired about whether his mother had seen the videos or the text messages, according to court documents which have been obtained by the local news. Investigators examined the boy's phone and found a video showing her and the boy having sex. The two also allegedly engaged in unspecified sexual encounters at least twice throughout the city. During a call with the boy's mother and police, Peyton allegedly confessed to having sex with the boy. The social worker had been employed previously by the National Youth Advocate Program. The program declined to comment to the local news about why she stopped working there, but they did issue a statement confirming the organization's cooperation with the police investigation. They said, protecting children is everyone's responsibility. The National Youth Advocate Program is saddened by the situation involving one of our former employees and a young person served by our organization. NYAP has reported the situation to Franklin County Children's Services and is collaborating with them and Columbus Police, the group said, according to the local news. Her current state license was issued in June and expires in 2025, and she's being held on a $500,000 bond. Tess, I know. I agree. Absolutely disgusting. 13 years old. I have a 14-year-old, and let me tell you what. Somebody messes with my baby, and I'll probably be the one in jail because they're going to have to catch some hands and elbows. I'll be throwing everything I got because, hell no. Oh my God, Kate, that would be so fun. I think let's do it. Oh my gosh, maybe I could do okay, let's do it. I'll post a post for this and I'll send a prize to the winner, but we'll have to do it when I get paid. But I'll send like an Amazon gift card or something to the winner. The turnover rate for CPS here in PA is extremely high also. Okay, so let's continue because we've got a few more to get through. We'll continue with this disgusting theme, if you will. I don't even like to say it like that, but it's just the truth. The news this week, there is a lot of this. So 16 baseball players charged with raping two 16-year-old boys at some summer tournament. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry, because the title of this just threw me off because it's, you know, horrific. So 6 teenage South Dakota baseball players pleaded not guilty this week to charges that they raped two 16-year-old boys earlier this summer while their team was in Rapid City for a tournament. In August, a Pennington County grand jury charged Hudson Haley, 18, Carter Simpson, 17, Carter Miller, 18, Lincoln Bates, 18, Peyton Mandel, 17, and Landon Waddell, 19, with second-degree rape and aiding and abetting second-degree rape against one of the victims, according to the Rapid City Journal. Haley faces an additional count of rape against the second victim, and Waddell was charged with aiding and abetting rape against the second victim. Simpson and Mandel will be tried as adults in the case per state law. 3 other juveniles are charged in juvenile court. At the hearing, Circuit Judge Robert Gazinski granted a motion for Mandel to attend school as long as he does not attend classes with the victim who attends the same school. Oh my God. Mandel is allowed to play basketball and can attend extracurricular events, but the victim has priority. Gazinski and Mandel will have to stay 100 feet away from the victim at activities and 30 feet away during school. Another judge had approved similar motions for Haley and Miller. Galinski also granted a modification to Waddell's bond to allow him to travel with his family over the holidays. The 16s played for the Mitchell Post-18 American Legion team, which was suspended when allegations of misconduct surfaced this summer. The state's attorney's office said it is still considering charges against adults involved with the team who are alleged to have known about the attacks and failed to properly report them. We're still working through it all, said State's Attorney Lara Roselle. Roselle told News Nation that the Mitchell Baseball Association initially handled the case as a hazing ritual and that it was eventually handed over to state investigators because of possible connections between local law enforcement and the Baseball Association. Imagine that. I also think it's very important for people to understand that I do not think this was an isolated incident within the Mitchell Legion baseball team. I do believe that this was a culture of repeated behavior that had been going on for possibly years. It's really frightening to me that they were characterizing it as hazing because, hazing connotates something entirely different. And this is not that. This is an actual act of sexual assault, not hazing or association. The judge told Haley and Waddell that they face 150 years in prison and up to $150,000 fine if they're convicted. And the other 4 face up to 100 years in prison. This is absolutely terrifying if you have young kids. To think that a group of students this is something that happens year after year, you initiate the new kids on the team with raping them. I'm not going to censor my words, you guys. No, I'm not. Because I know that some people like to do that and that's their prerogative. And I know that YouTube prefers that, but I'm not going to do that because this is the truth. And, I just think it's important to not call it hazing or things like that or make the truth sound better than it actually is. You know what I mean? I don't like that. So we're not going to do that. And the worst thing that'll happen is the video gets demonetized. It is what it is. That's scary, you guys. Scary. I was a sports mom, and this horrifies me. I'm a sports mom right now. It is a nasty world, and thank you, guys. Be real. That's the only way to teach about our messed up world. That's what I'm saying. When we say things like unalive, and usually I won't censor myself, but for things like this, I'll say like SA or whatever, but I'm not going to do that. They should be kicked out of school. They can still go to sporting events, games. They can do whatever the hell they want as long as they stay so many feet away. No. I'm sorry, but disgusting. Oh, Scout, thank you. Big hugs back to you. Hi, Crime Story Diva. Hello. God bless the kids these days. This is insane. All right. So we've got one more with this theme that is just disgusting, but unfortunately the reality. And then we're going to get into some other ones that are as equally horrifying, just in a different way. So it's crazy to think that all of these headlines, and I just grabbed a few, right? Because there are tons more, can be happening. And then I follow tons of true crime channels, blogs, different things. And you really see so much of certain ones, a lot of interest in certain ones and not others. But this kind of stuff scares me, and I do want to talk about it. I have 2 boys. A lot of times people are always, looking out and worried about little girls, and they kind of, little boys you're not as scared for. But in reality, we should be scared for all of them, because look. So, church academy teacher confronted by predator hunters and arrested on child sex charges. Now, we talked about these predator hunters recently. I was telling you guys, there's a whole social media movement where these people are going on social media and they are hunting down, pretending to be young kids and talking to people and then showing up in person, filming them, busting them. We talked about a guy that was shot doing this. Irving Babbitt, thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's a dangerous thing doing this, sneaking around, trying to bust people doing these kinds of things. Sometimes they will do anything not to get caught, right? Check your children's devices. Yes. I live in Greenville and I haven't heard this story. Wow, girl next door. That's crazy. That is freaking scary. So it's a rough world for all kids. And then I'm not even going to get into what's going on in Israel and stuff, but it's just sad. So a teacher at an Indiana Baptist school was arrested last week on charges relating to sexual misconduct with a student, just days after he was fired following a confrontation at his church by members of 2 groups calling themselves Pred Hunters Indiana and Creeps Spotlight. Fishers police told the Indianapolis Star they received an anonymous tip accusing Stephen Aon, 34, on September 26, the same day he was fired from Fishers Christian Academy, a ministry of the Independent Fishers Baptist Church. Aon told detectives who initially interviewed him at his home that church officials had known about the relationship with the now 15-year-old girl for about 2 years. Because that's when they told him to stop, according to a probable cause affidavit. Stephen mentioned that the church noticed that he had some kind of inappropriate relationship with the minor in some capacity and told him to stop approximately 2 years ago. The minor, who is now 15, and this man is 34 years old, Aon admitted he was the girl's direct teacher and volleyball coach, and that he'd been accused of sexual misconduct with a minor in the past when he taught in California. He also said he had exchanged explicit photos with this girl. After his initial interview with police, detectives told Aon to have no contact with the victim in the case. But when detectives went to the girl's home to speak with her, her mother told them that Aon had just been there trying to explain the whole situation to her. When detectives spoke with the victim, she confirmed. So he went to the mom's house to try to explain the situation. When detectives spoke with the kid, she confirmed details of this relationship and said she was afraid she would get in trouble if she told anyone. The student said Aon began flirting with her and texting her in 2021, so she would have been 13. She said she did not consent, but that threatened her and told her he would place the blame on her if she didn't comply. She also told detectives Aon sent her inappropriate photos of himself and told her to not believe anything she was told when allegations about their relationship arose. The predator hunters, and this is according to local news, confronted Aon on September 24th outside his church with accusations that he had pursued one of their decoys online for a sexual relationship. In the video the group recorded, he denied accusations that he wanted to have sex with little girls. Members of the group said that he made contact with a decoy over an app called Whisper and said they'd handed over all the messages to police. He's charged with 3 counts of sexual misconduct, 3 counts of child seduction, and 1 count of dissemination of matter harmful to minors. He's on a $250,000 bond. Let's go to this local news just for a second because I want to see if they've clicked in this video of him being confronted. Also, I want to say, any kind of vigilante groups like this, look, if you're giving it to police or maybe you have a private investigator's license or something like that, that is one thing. Oh, they did put the video in here. Look, here it is, or at least part of it. This is dangerous, and accusations against someone who, let's say, might be innocent is dangerous. Don't use this kind of stuff against people in stupid fights that, it's very serious and needs to be taken serious. Hey, Tony. Oh, who gifted? Oh, Corey, thank you. That was so sweet. Thank you. Let me get my phone out so I don't miss. Hey, Trulia. Good to see you. Of course, y'all know I got the dinosaur phone. It takes about 10 minutes to load. So, hey, Jennifer. What is wrong with people? A private Christian Academy teacher. Oh, Corey, thank you. And thank you, Dolphin Lover. Oh, you guys are so way too good to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And all the new members, make sure to check the membership tab. There are some new things concerning Letitia. I refuse to advertise, so I'll just say that. A funny video Wolfie made and stuff. And there is a giveaway. And I was going to choose the giveaway winner last night, but at the end of this live, I'll do a random comment generator on my phone and just choose that way. Thank you, guys. You are awesome. Thank you so much. It's under Sammy Joe's channel. Wait, what are you talking about? Angela. The video of him. Hilarious, Wolfie. Curious Jen, loved your video. Thank you, guys. This is why we need to use fake names for your children, please. Okay, so let's look at this video quickly. Let me take this down.
Absolutely not.
An academy teacher is facing several felony charges.
Now, he's accused of child solicitation and sexual misconduct with a 15-year-old student. Before his arrest, 34-year-old Stephen Aon was confronted by a group that calls themselves predator hunters. As Fox 59's Scarlett O'Hara reports, Aon has also been accused of pursuing other minors online.
Court documents claim Fishers police received an anonymous tip that Stephen Aon, a teacher here at Fishers Christian Academy, behaved inappropriately with female students. Now, documents say a 15-year-old came forward, saying Aon, her teacher, forced her to touch him. Detectives first asked Aon about accusations that he pursued 13-year-olds over messaging apps. They say Aon called his online conversations with minors a curiosity. Detectives say they became aware of 2 separate past allegations involving his.
A curiosity? No. A curiosity? No. And I can hear Jen Lou in my head right now. No. Jen.
Inappropriate behavior, one in Fishers. Documents say he confessed to having a relationship with the 15-year-old student for at least a year. In an interview with the victim, she said she was scared to tell anyone about it. Before speaking with detectives, Aon was confronted outside Fishers Baptist Church by people who call themselves predator hunters. In a live stream, they told Aon they have evidence that he planned to meet up with a decoy posing as a 14-year-old.
Okay, I found the video. We're going to look at this for a moment. I'm going to link the full video in the chat, but we'll just watch part of it. Well, I thought I found it because here's her channel. Nate of Indianapolis. This is the Predator Hunters Indianapolis. Hold on. Here, I'll just watch it here.
Which he denied.
I did nothing illegal.
You didn't?
Yes.
You didn't want to have sex with a 14-year-old girl?
Absolutely not.
We spoke with the woman who recorded the video.
Stephen contacted our decoy. We explained to him, hey, I'm 14. I'm a child. He was okay with that. You weren't going to pick up a 14-year-old little girl?
I don't know what's going on right now. What's these cameras?
She asked to remain anonymous, but says she works for a group that tries to catch adults interacting inappropriately with kids online.
It's a harsh reality that's out there. You just don't know what they look like. There's no look to this.
This is absolutely terrifying. So I did actually find the full video. It is a live stream, and here it is. What we're going to do is we're just going to watch like a minute of it. I'll skip forward to where we can see him, but it's a long video. I'll put it in the comments this way that you guys can watch it in full. So they're talking with police. Wow.
I didn't delete
Yes,
anything.
you did. Yes, you did. I stood there and watched you. That's why there's 2 of us. What he don't see, I do.
Okay. I didn't delete anything.
Yeah, you did. We watched you. All 200 of us.
So what do you
Can I have that back, please?
what can I see? I'm just trying to see what this is saying. I'm not going to mess with anything, okay? Because I want to get
Stephen, don't go nowhere, Stephen. Police are coming.
I don't know what's going on
Yeah,
here.
you do know. You do know. We talk to you on the phone. What part don't you get? Are you playing stupid now? We all talk to you on the fucking phone. Are you playing stupid now, Stephen? I'll talk to you any way I want. How did you talk to a child? 13 years old, you wouldn't have sex with a 13-year-old child. How'd you talk to a child? Never. What did the child log say? Liar. Look into my eyes and tell me what it said. So, sir, what's going to happen is we're going to turn this over to police, right? And we're going to let them investigate.
Absolutely.
And do their job. He shouldn't be around kids at all. 13 years old. Disgusting.
I would not.
He just saw it.
I would never.
You want to see the child log?
Wow. Okay, that is very cool. Oh, Dolphin Lover, thank you again. Thank you. That is very sweet. Thank you so much. I believe I might know who that is, but I'm not sure. Maybe you were in here under a different name at one time. Hey, Vicky. You've been a member for 10 months. That's crazy. Thank you for being a member for 10 months. Thank you again, Dolphin Lover. That was so very sweet. That's pretty crazy, though. These, it's a dangerous gig, but it's very interesting. So I just linked the full video in the chat. If you guys are interested in watching the entire thing, I'll put it one more time, actually. Let me see. Okay. Now we're going to get into a couple other cases before we go that are, not with this disgusting theme. But are equally as disturbing and horrible. I was shocked at how many people that we're supposed to trust with our kids or whatever, right? Whether it's people on their baseball team, whether the older kids on your kid's baseball team that he's trying to get onto as a freshman, whether it's the teacher at their private Christian school, whether it's the social worker or the elementary school coach that, coaches disabled children. What in the hell? What in the hell? Okay, so now we're going to get on to this case. Get the screen cleared up. This is from True Crime Daily. I thought today we would go, I was going to look over there for a few cases for True Crime News too. I was just trying to mix it up a little bit instead of just Crime Online. Let me see. Okay. Mom allegedly hit son with hammer because she thought they were being sold into sex slavery. Fort Wayne, Indiana. A 32-year-old mother allegedly hit and severely injured her 10-year-old son with a hammer and then stabbed herself because she was reportedly worried about being sold into sex slavery. The Fort Wayne Police Department responded to the 1200 block of Ralph Avenue on Tuesday, October 3rd, where they found Bethany Fleming and her son suffering from life-threatening injuries. Both were taken to the hospital, but Fleming was later discharged and subsequently arrested. Homicide investigators have taken over the case. According to court documents obtained by WANE-TV, Fleming called 911 and said she believed someone was going to sell her and her son into sex slavery. She reportedly told officials she tried to stop it, and I hit him in the head with a hammer. Citing court documents, Wayne reports Fleming said, "So I tried to kill him. I think I killed him, and I stabbed myself." Police reportedly heard Fleming's son moaning in the background during the 911 call. Upon officers' arrival, Fleming was allegedly standing at the door with blood coming out of her neck. The 10-year-old required emergency surgery for a skull fracture and a brain bleed. According to court documents, medical staff claimed the boy's medical condition was touch and go as of Friday, October 6th. Officials have not disclosed the status of the victim's condition. She's been charged with attempted murder, and she remains in custody in jail. Now, this to me, I want to see what you guys think. Oh, welcome, Nike. Thank you for joining. This sounds more like some sort of mental health issue, right? Or something like that. Hey, Delana. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see. Poor child. I hope he survives. Totally. Yeah. This is scary. I'm sure he was scared to death. 10 years old. Sounds like it could have been drugs, something like that, for sure. Actual real insanity defense. There you go, Rachel. It definitely does. Not like, oh, what's her name? Cray Cray. I don't have any more information right now, so I don't know. Now we're going to go back again to True Crime Daily. Now, this was a crime that occurred at Christmas, but there's just some news in it this week. So, Maine man arrested for allegedly killing girlfriend's daughter on Christmas. State police in Maine took a 29-year-old man into custody for allegedly killing his girlfriend's young daughter on Christmas. On Friday, October 6th, Maine State Police arrested Tyler Witham Jordan on a murder charge in connection with the death of 3-year-old Mackenzie Handron. According to state police, on Christmas at approximately 7:30 in the morning, Lincoln County officials received a call regarding an unresponsive child. The little girl died, and the medical examiner declared her death was a homicide. Maine State Police said they were withholding the cause of death. Witham Jordan was in a relationship with McKinley's mother when she was killed. Christmas morning, you guys, 7:30 a.m. on Christmas morning. That is just, God, that hurts my heart, like that poor baby. Probably so excited. You know how kids are on Christmas morning. Like they can't even sleep. They're up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, soon as the sun comes up. The local news reports McKinley's mother got a protective order against him for her and her sons 2 days after her daughter's death. She reportedly called him verbally, mentally, and physically abusive. She said, "Toddler has held me down to not let me up after screaming at me and trying to bite me." Then the son's father got a protective order against McKinley's mother. The mother reportedly ended the protective order in January. He said he is due in court this week. So he was just arrested for this. I'm going to watch and see how this shakes out. He probably thought he had gotten away with it. Think about it. Christmas to now. Unbelievable. This little girl probably woke up just so excited for Christmas. There's going to be 2 more where we're going to cover, or 1 more with a similar theme. But before we get to that one, I wanted to talk to you about this for a second. So remember we had talked about those 2 models that, if you guys have watched, the last True Crime News, I believe, we talked about these 2 models that were murdered within very short distance from each other in Los Angeles. Well, one of them was pregnant. So Melissa Mooney, a model who was found dead in her LA apartment last month, was pregnant at the time of her murder. Officers with the LA Police Department found Mooney dead inside her apartment in downtown LA on September 12th while conducting a welfare check after she stopped responding to phone messages from family members. Her cause of death has been determined to be homicidal violence, and they also listed other significant conditions. Her sister told KTLA she was 2 months pregnant. She was super excited, and I know she really wanted a kid, and it's something she always talked about. Her boyfriend is heartbroken. Look how beautiful she was. My goodness. How come her murder isn't all over? It's unsolved still. Yeah. That just frustrates the hell out of me, you guys. I can't help it. It truly, truly does. Oh, dolphin lover. Thank you. I like your picture too of the dolphin. Thank you so much. Use the dolphin emoji. That was very sweet. Thank you. And she didn't ever get to hold her baby. Right, Cray Cray. Thank you guys for being here to go through some of these. I felt like I was losing touch with what was currently happening. You guys know I like to keep track of that because there are so many times where there are, a couple cases dominating all the media and social media and, all of these other ones that are never getting talked about. It is something I'm deeply passionate about. And if I can grow my platform big enough, I'm going to do more for that to try to help that. I want to have my own website where I can put together like different cases I see, just like a catch-all for other articles and stuff where you can link other articles and other stories and talk about what's going on and link different YouTube videos from all kinds of different creators. And I just want to have like a little place to put all of that because it's something that I care about a lot. So she does look like a Barbie doll in that photo. Beautiful. We know why she doesn't fit the stereotype of skinny blonde female. It definitely seems that way, It really does. Hey, Leo. B Crumbs, good to see you, my friend. You little lurking and a twerking. Twerking and a lurking. Okay. I just had an image of B Crumbs twerking and lurking. Okay. Memphis man allegedly, oh gosh, I don't even feel comfortable going straight into these horrific headlines after laughing about something like that. Okay, so Memphis man allegedly beat girlfriend's toddler to death with dog toy. Again, those, some of these, it's just tough stuff. It's tough to read. It's tough to talk about, but we should talk about it. Just because it is tough stuff to talk about doesn't mean we shouldn't. Doesn't mean we should stop saying the words of what it really is. Murder, rape, abuse. Because we're watering down what's happening to these people. I don't like it. So, okay. A 22-year-old man is facing child abuse charges after he allegedly beat his girlfriend's 2-year-old son with a dog toy, causing fatal injuries. Shelby County jail records show Anthony Andrews was booked September 4th for aggravated child abuse and aggravated child neglect. According to the affidavit on Monday, September 4th at 5:49 a.m., what is up with these people doing this like this early in the morning? 5:49 a.m., that little girl, 7 o'clock Christmas morning, Leilani Simon in the wee hours of the morning with Quentin. What in the hell? So at 5:49, paramedics were called to a residence regarding an unresponsive 2-year-old boy. The victim, Anthony Broussard, was not breathing, bleeding from the mouth with bruising on the abdomen, sides, and back. The little boy also had a long bruise on his face, starting at the forehead down to the jaw. Paramedics performed CPR on Anthony and transported him to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. Officers spoke with Anthony's mother, Sharday Broussard, who said the boy was in good health at 11:15 the night prior. She reportedly told police she left Anthony in Andrew's care while she slept. She also informed officers she was aware that Mr. Andrews disciplines her child and has seen him use a belt or a braided dog toy to strike the child while disciplining him. She reportedly noticed excess bruising and wounds on Anthony, but Andrews allegedly claimed the injuries occurred when the baby fell out of his bed. Let me check on you guys for a second. It is, Adrian. It is sad. Hey, T. My aunt's murder was covered up by the police department, and it was never even in the paper or anything. Oh, my God, Katie. I'm so sorry. Donna, thank you. I'm going to try. to do something like that. I need help learning how to build a website and stuff, but hey, Juror. B Crumbs Twerks. Make sure if you got a membership, you go enter the giveaway, because after this story, we have one more, and then I'm going to choose, and I'm going to let you guys go. Agree, Corky. I don't like that either at all. Okay, so Andrews allegedly admitted to police he hit Anthony with a belt in the past and that he struck him 7 to 8 times with a braided dog toy, striking his back, face, and buttocks on September 4th. 2 years old, and you're hitting him with a braided dog toy. These braided dog toys are made to be strong, to be tough, so your dog can chew the hell out of it and it will remain, not destroyed. It will remain intact. That's some bullshit. I'm sorry, but no. And Mom, you knew that he was doing this shit, and you still allowed him to watch your baby while you slept, your 2-year-old baby. If somebody smacked my 2-year-old's hand, I would be pissed. And I can see why people will just tap the hand barely if they're touching something that's dangerous or they shouldn't, or you know what I mean? Like a baby reaches up to grab the stove and somebody taps their hand. But if you do that to my kid, I'm going to be pissed. Much less hitting them with a damn braided dog toy. The affidavit says Andrews also admitted to striking the child with an open hand in the chest. Oh my God. In the damn chest. You could stop his heart, you idiot. At least once or twice before shoving the child in a corner. After he allegedly hit Anthony, Andrews reportedly put the boy back in his bed, quote, until the child fell out of the bed several minutes later, unquote, when he was unresponsive. The affidavit notes Andrews will most likely be charged with homicide when the autopsy comes back, and he damn well better. He damn well better. This is the affidavit. So let's check it out for a second. It's not too long. On September 4th at 5:49, police and fire department responded to the home for an unresponsive 2-year-old male juvenile. When they arrived, they found the juvenile, Anthony Broussard, not breathing, bleeding from the mouth with bruising on the abdomen, sides, and back, as well as a long bruise on the right side of the face that went from the forehead to the lower jaw. Paramedics started CPR, and the child was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced deceased. On the scene, Sade, the mother of the deceased, and her boyfriend, Anthony. On the scene, officers located Sade and Anthony. Sade advised officers the child was last seen in good health at 11 o'clock at night. She gave a statement to investigators after being advised of her rights that Anthony had been left in the care of Mr. Andrews while she slept. She stated that she was aware that he disciplines her child and has seen him use a belt or braided toy to strike the child when disciplining. She also stated that recently she has noticed excess bruising and wounds on her child, but was told that he had fallen out of the bed. Then Anthony was advised of his rights and gave a statement. During this statement, he admitted to hitting the child with a belt harder than he should. Wait a minute. So the baby's name is Anthony, and they're both Anthony Broussard and Anthony Andrews. So Anthony Andrews gave a statement, and he admitted to hitting the baby, quote, harder than he should, unquote, a few weeks before this incident, as well as striking the child 7 to 8 times with a braided dog toy in the face, back, buttocks area on this morning of September 4th, 2023. He also admits to hitting him with an open hand, and then, that he fell out of the bed unresponsive. Here is the set at $250,000. He will most likely be charged with homicide when the autopsy comes back. I do too, Christina. I'm sorry if she saw that, and no. Exactly, Leo. And they are not the same at all. You don't hit my child, period. And that's not how to handle correction. My God, I would become a banshee wild animal if you hit my child. Little Red Riding Hood. That's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Teresa, let me see. Oh, wait. What is this? Heidi and Shane's Family Fund. It's not loading. It's taking a second to load. You can just see the link. While that's loading, let me grab our next story. You're exactly right, Deborah. It is her job. And I've seen moms charged in cases where they failed to protect their kids. So we shall see what happens. The last one I wanted to show you guys goes back to Crime Online. And another beautiful young woman, not blonde, not blue-eyed, not all over the news, but her story still matters, and we need to talk about it. So let me see here. Your pictures haven't loaded yet. I heard you. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. Oh my God. Okay, we will talk about that at the end. Thank you so much for sending that. That was one of the first cases I ever covered too, and holds a very special place in my heart, the Heidi Broussard case. Now I'll show you guys something about that in just a minute. Thank you so much, T. Okay, so Florida teen sentenced. I have not heard of this. It's in the news because he was sentenced, but let me know if you guys have heard of it, for repeatedly bashing girlfriend in head, killing her. A Florida teen who killed his girlfriend by repeatedly bashing her head with a metal object has been sentenced to prison, First Coast News reports. Isaiah Green, 19, was ordered this week to serve 50 years behind bars for the murder of 18-year-old Gabrielle Bolton. Police found Bolton's body on September 19th in the bedroom of a Jacksonville house. She was covered in a shower curtain and towel and had obvious signs of trauma to her head, according to prosecutors. Covered in a shower curtain and a towel. Around 7:30 a.m. that day, Green called his mother and alleged that Bolton was cheating on him and lying, and that he didn't mean to do it, First Coast News reports. Later that morning, Green allegedly texted his landlord, "Don't bring anyone here today. Call me ASAP," according to Law and Crime. The landlord alleges that when he arrived at the home, Green was talking with his mom outside and overheard Green say, "I don't know what happened. Maybe she slipped and fell." Green's mother then called for emergency crews, and when they arrived, Green ran away. Police later found him and arrested him. I never heard of it either, Yaya. Awful. Let's see if anybody else. Thank you, Teresa. Don't leave your babies with your boyfriends. Agree. Thank you, Dolphin Lover. My chat won't load, so I can't see, but I can see the mods thanking you. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Hopefully this darn chat will load. Slip and fell. She wasn't 81, right? In an interview with police, Green said his relationship with Bolton had been physically and mentally abusive. He stated on this date they got into an argument after her being on FaceTime with a male, and he stated during the argument the victim was still in the shower. He pled guilty in August, and this was according to Law and Crime. He had intended to join the military and become a lawyer. Wait, no, she had. I'm sorry. She had intended to join the military and become a lawyer. 2 young lives completely ruined and destroyed. Loved ones held a candlelight vigil for her last year shortly after she passed away. She wasn't shy at all. If she had something to say, she lets you know, whether it be good, bad, or otherwise, said her mother. She was very strong-willed and very intelligent, so she probably wasn't going to let him push her around too much. The teen's father, Curtis Bolton, told the court that many people were drawn to his daughter. Gabby was the light in the room, and even though she may not have always liked it, people gravitated to her. I dream of her every night, and she's always smiling, the grieving father said. Oh my God, that hurts my heart. Yet I haven't seen this story anywhere. I guarantee you she's beautiful, but if it was a young beautiful white girl with blonde hair or something, we would have. And that's just the sad truth about the way things are today. So, okay. Now before we go, a couple things I got to take care of. We're going to do the giveaway. I'm going to choose the winner for that. I have to do like a random, I'm going to do a random number generator on the phone and then have the comments sorted newest first and just count down. Or I'll do it on the computer and let you guys see. But first, I want to talk to you about what Teresa just sent. So I don't know how many of you guys followed the Heidi Broussard case. Let me pull up my TikTok because now the quality of this video is not going to be good. However, it was one of the first videos I've ever made. This case really blew up quite quickly. And this young she had just had her baby. This young mom and her baby were missing. And this was not long after the Chris Watts case, and her fiance, Shane, had came out and he did an interview. And during his interview, he was nervous. He wasn't used to being on TV. He also was in a really shitty situation. So he wasn't acting normal, quote unquote normal, right? And people everywhere blamed him for this. Come to find out, her best friend stole her and her baby, killed her, and was acting like the baby was her own. Her friend Megan. Now let me find the video. I'm looking through my TikToks and we're gonna. Watch. I've got a lot of messages and stuff on there I need to check. It takes enough out of me to check my regular messages, comments, emails, and all of that, and do everything else. So I get behind with that stuff a lot. Come on. There's a video on, there's Gannon's parents, Al and Landon. Oh, Chris Watts. Now I remember that case. I just instinctively knew it wasn't her partner. Well, you know, Shane's been raising their baby. Thank you, Coffin Dapper Sucks. And I wanted to share with you something that's happening with them recently. I didn't get into the Broussard case. Guess I was too much into the Watts saga, but that's heartbreaking. Yes, it is. Awful. Oh my gosh. Come on, TikTok. Hold on. Megan Fieramusca. I'm just going to pull up an article because TikTok's wanting to be dumb. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Okay, so this is when she pled guilty, or when she was sentenced. Friend of slain mother, Heidi Broussard, sentenced to 55 years in prison. The Texas woman accused of killing Heidi Broussard and kidnapping the victim's infant has been sentenced to 55 years in prison after pleading guilty to the 2019 murder. Megan Fieramusca, 37, was arrested more than a week after Broussard's body was discovered in a vehicle at Fieramusca's residence. The baby was found unharmed in Fieramusca's home. Broussard and her newborn daughter, Margot, went missing on December 12th after Broussard dropped her son off at an elementary school. As part of the plea agreement, Fieramusca waived her right to appeal, meaning that her cases will not remain open for post-conviction litigation after sentencing. We are hopeful that this will bring some closure to the Broussard and Carey family. Now, Shane Carey is the fiance of Heidi Broussard, and here's a related article actually about their baby. So, father of infant slain Austin mother shares photo after baby comes home. There's Shane and Margot, baby Margot. The father of a Texas baby who disappeared with her now deceased mother has been reunited with his child. Shane Carey wrote, "Baby Margot is home." Heidi vanished along with her infant. A week later, she was found at her friend's home. Let's see. Carey told KEYE he'd last spoken to Broussard about 8 a.m. the day she and the 4-week-old child were reported missing. When he returned home from work at 2 p.m., Broussard and their daughter were nowhere to be found. He went to pick up their son from school and then called police when he came home. And then her best friend, who pretended to be pregnant along with her, was literally there when the baby was born, had stolen her baby. So there is some unfortunate news with the situation, and I want to share that with you guys, and maybe some of you guys will feel inclined to help. Shane Carey, the baby's dad, suffered a stroke and had to have life-saving surgery. I'm sharing a photo now here we go. My name is Shane Carey. I recently had a stroke and I had a piece of my skull taken off, and I've been recovering every day. Because of this, I haven't been able to go to work. I am a father of 3. We have Silas, Margot, and Addie. It would be very helpful and appreciated if you could donate to help with my recovery. Here he is, a picture of Shane. God, how sad. I mean, they've been through so much already. This is horrible. Let's look at the GoFundMe. There's a GoFundMe, and I want to share that link with you guys. Heidi and Shane's Family Fund. Hi, my name is Shane Carey. Wait, this is an old one. Are they resharing this, Teresa? Let's see. Or are you just sharing this as a way to help? Okay, yeah, he shared the old fundraiser, reshared it. Okay, so this is a fundraiser. It says, my name is Shane Carey, and my family has been brought to its knees by the murder of Heidi, my soulmate and mother of our beautiful children. Of course, I'm going to continue working and providing, but at the same time, I want to reach out to help with all the costs related to this tragedy. There's a lot of people donating now. See, they're 2 hours, 2 hours, 5 hours. I'm going to share this link in the chat, you guys. This is sad. This is absolutely horrible. When I covered this case, I got a comment from a man. Oh, you guys aren't even looking at the fundraiser, are you? I got a comment from a man named Shane. It wasn't him. It was an ex-boyfriend of Heidi's who was also named Shane. He was a paramedic, and he was also the paramedic with Christy. Oh my God, why is it not her name slipping my mind? The mother who killed her 2 daughters that were like grown, but because her husband was wanting a divorce. He was also the paramedic for that. He had reached out to me. It's close to my heart. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably might feel the same way. So here's the link to the GoFundMe if anybody wants to help. Sheets, there you go, Teresa, because we've talked about that too. Thank you. Christy Sheets, yes. Oh my God, I cannot believe that after everything they've been through now, that is sad. Sad, sad, sad. I'm not sure, Sandwich Maker. I was wondering the same thing when I read that because I knew that he and Heidi had the little boy. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dolphin Lover. Thank you. A lot of you guys have been checking on Carol freaking Claus. I followed this case. Mia followed it. Oh, thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Vicky VA. Hey, good to see you. All right, you guys. So that is where we're at with this. We should try to get that would be an interesting case to get the files on. You know it? Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I need to go get ready to get my youngins from school and all that stuff. I just wanted to, oh, okay. Thank you, T. I just wanted to have a sit down talk with you guys about some of the things going on right now that are really not being talked about that much. And it's concerning when, half of the stories that we covered today are kids being, sexually abused or attacked by people who are supposed to be looking out for them, and the other half are more child abuse and bullshit like that. And of course, don't forget, we have to throw in somebody else in the system, another way that CPS or somebody in the system has failed. So thank you guys for being here. I really do love and appreciate you guys. No, I don't think nothing's going on. I think they just hadn't seen her, so we're just worried about her. Oh, Mama Bear, thank you for rejoining. And thank you guys for hanging out with me to talk about all of this stuff, because it's important that we talk about it for sure. Relax that awesome mind you have. Definitely has an awesome brain there. By the way, let me share some channels before we go. Criminality has an amazing channel. My 2 Jens, Nay and her wax melts, and you guys, I don't want to miss anybody that's been in here. I didn't see Melissa, but I always love to share her channel. She has a great channel as well. Amber, of course. Let's see, I'm going to go through the chat, make sure I don't miss anybody. Crazy Mama, I don't know if she was here or not today, but still. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Mal was in here. She has an excellent channel. Miss Punksy. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for going through all the most uncomfortable and horrific things that are actually happening right now that we should be talking about with me. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Oh, wait, I did not choose a winner for the giveaway. Wait a minute. I got to do that. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. I've never done it while we're on live stream, but I'm going to go to the members tab. I'll just do it like this. We're going to do it on YouTube. You guys can watch. If you're not a member, you definitely, if you are a member and you haven't seen some of the things posted over there, you definitely should go check it out. Okay, so here is the giveaway. Let's go to the comments. There's not actually 153 because many of them are replies. And the thing is, I need to know how many there are. So it's going to take just a second. Oh, clicker. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, let me count instead of liking through all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. Oh my God. Oh, no, it didn't. Hold on. I know about the last one we were at. I'm going to have to do this part on my phone, but I'll do the winner. I'll show you guys the random comment. Hold on 1 second. Do love it. Delana just commented. 4, 5, 6. There's 96. Okay. Sorry, you guys. So there's 96 in there. Now I got to do a random number between 1 and 96. So I'll go to Google. You guys, okay, so you're going to see that it's completely fair. 35. So let me go over here, and number 35 is who won. Okay, so that's just the way that we're going to do this one. I've had Bentley draw out of a hat and stuff like that, but I like to do like where Google chooses. So okay. We're going to do newest first because that way it's fair. And 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bushi is number 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Gee Whiz is the winner. So I'm going to message Gee Whiz back if you're in here or if you're not. That is who won. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry about that, but I've told you that I would choose at the end. So I wanted you to be able to sit here with me while I chose. Gee Whiz might be Auntie Brenda. We don't know. But I would think her name would be something else besides Gee Whiz. But anyways, I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being here. I will definitely do another one on the 21st when I get paid, because the little farmer's market where I get the freeze-dried candy, they were buying it like from someone else, but they've bought their own freeze dryer, and now they're making like a huge variety of things. So yeah, I can't wait to bring something else. Oh, no. Wait, the next giveaway, we're going to do a contest. Letitia Stalk meme contest. And the winner will win. Well, I'll choose on, because Saturday, the 21st is a weekend. So I think on the 23rd, I'll send a gift card from Amazon to whoever wins. And then we'll do a freeze-dried one. But anyways, all right, you guys, I love and appreciate you all. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for being here, and I will see you soon. Bye.